Hi, I'm Rob Crane. I'm going to be representing the United States at the 2012 London Olympic Games in the laser class. Fellow college sailor once upon a time, would like to wish you guys all the best of luck in this coming weekend, and a special bunch of luck to my alma mater, Hobart. I hope they do well this weekend, and an additional thanks to Maclaren for supporting me and all they're doing for the sport of sailing. Thank you.
Hey, we're Team Maclaren, and we wanted to give a big shout out and thanks to Maclaren for supporting our Olympic dream and making it possible, and for supporting sailing all over the world.
We can actually see from our vantage point we've got the umpire boat still with a skipper from Hobart and Victor from St Mary's. Looks like they're now getting the explanation of what happened. See a handshake, and now they're gonna zoom down to their boats and jump in. And as I said, we have Boston College up next in green and Hobart in yellow.
You can find that out.
I'll work on it.
Ask out on radio.
I think we may be.
Well, update on that hearing. All we've got is a nod and a thumbs up. Nothing official yet, but it looks like the result from the last race is going to be turned around. We'll continue to check in and talk to the race committee. The issue there was the leeward mark. St. Mary's getting the penalty on Hobart, but after the circles, St. Mary's chasing the 1-2. So that's what we call a professional foul. It seems as though the umpires have agreed with St. Mary's and will be overturning that last race. But again, not official. We're going to check with the race committee and see if that is in fact the case. Back to you guys upstairs.
All right, so very exciting stuff. You'd expect nothing less coming into these last final, really important races. And I guess we'll have to do an updated calculation, see what happens with this updated score. But just watching these guys sail out very slowly, still very light here, but just enough breeze to sail, and we have only 2 races to go. So Chris.
Yes, Jane.
So that's crazy. They're going to give that win to St. Mary's and take it away from Hobart?
That's right. The official ruling was add 6 points to Hobart's score, and that's what you do. The scenario is, and of course we're far away from the action, looking through poles and sails.
Yes,
We didn't see
tough.
it. We knew that someone was spinning. We didn't see the black flag go up.
Right.
In team racing, it's what you call a professional foul. If you foul someone so hard that they can't come back from it, no amount of circles on your boat is going to matter, because in team racing there's lots of ways where you can be in last and your team will still win. Whether it's intentional or unintentional, we call it a professional foul. The black flag goes up and the umpires can get together, the jury at the end of the race, and add points to your score as they see appropriate. And so in this case...
What did Hobart do? So what did they do to Victor to...
they took room when they were not entitled to it,
Mm-hmm.
which basically, puts that boat on the outside, allows their teammates to sail
And
it
so
through.
why was that so bad?
Because they came out of the mark chasing a 1-2. They went into it in a losing combination. They came out of it chasing a 1-2, and the only reason that happened was because of a foul. And so, they didn't catch up from the 1-2. They lost the race, but the umpires agreed that that should never have happened. It should never have come to that. And so, 6 points added and overturned. So that changes our standings here significantly. We just went through all the tiebreakers, all the scenarios.
Yep, and all you need, it's a matter of points. They're so close. It truly is anyone's game. And so now that puts us on Charleston on 10, St. Mary's on 10, Hobart on 9, and Boston College on 8.
So does that, we haven't checked our tiebreakers. We said that Boston College was locked into 4th, but of course they're racing Hobart right now,
Right.
who has only
9.
one more
Yep.
win. So they could tie it up here with Hobart, which would send it to a tiebreaker. Boston College.
1 in the second round and 1 in the first round.
So if they sweep them, if they take 3 wins away from Hobart, they would win that tiebreaker. They would place 3rd, and so BC still fighting for a podium position here. 3rd is better than 4th, and so that means that these last few races meaningful for everyone. St. Mary's and Charleston, it looks like could be the top 2 teams here coming into that final race. And yes, to confirm, Hobart Williams Smith. So looking at the standings, it becomes easy here. Hobart Williams Smith and BC will not win the regatta. It will be either College of Charleston or St. Mary's with 11 wins.
Yeah.
BC could move up to 3rd if they beat Hobart Williams Smith. Hobart Williams Smith could move up to 2nd, I believe, because I believe they would be winning the tiebreaker.
With St. Mary's.
No, because they just lost that one. So St. Mary's Hobart in the first one was a win for St. Mary's. It was also a win in the final. So no, Hobart Williams Smith can only do as well as 3rd.
So
Losing the tiebreaker to Charleston, losing the tiebreaker to
So
St. Mary's.
BC and Hobart about to race. BC in green, Hobart in yellow, and if we aren't mistaken, this is a race for 3rd.
Yeah, so this is actually what I think what the format last year intended was for the end of the regatta to be a gold medal race and a bronze medal race. And though we've eliminated that format, that's exactly what we've got here. This
Absolutely.
here is the bronze medal race. The winner of this race will be 3rd. That's pretty amazing. The winner of the next race will be the national champion, and the losers will simply be 4th and 2nd.
Coming back tomorrow.
And then coming back
Unless
tomorrow.
you're St. Mary's.
Right. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we got all those tiebreakers. I hope you were all able to follow along at home. All you really need to know is winning these races is a good thing. Boston College and Hobart coming off the line now. Hobart in yellow. Oh my goodness, Boston College.
Boats. Oh man.
And you got to wonder if that's nerves. They left the dock thinking that they were out of it. They know they can't win the regatta. You've got to wonder if BC's maybe a little rattled here.
Yeah, and
I haven't seen them beat.
We saw Annie down there in that corner, way deep spinning for I don't know how long, but
That's
a
right.
long time. That's going to be tough to come back from.
Yeah, I haven't seen any team in the gold round have 2 boats over the line early, so I do have to wonder if they're a little bit rattled coming into this one. Hobart commanding lead here, winning all 3 pairs. Looks like, I don't know, maybe BC. No, definitely winning all 3 pairs.
Still really light, and this still really plays into it. These puffs coming off the shore, so we will see.
So the bronze medal match underway. Hobart, Boston College halfway up. 3 minutes now. 3 minutes left to go until the start of the gold medal match between Charleston and St. Mary's. Winner take all.
It's amazing. Also, all these races just to get here, and then one race. One race, and most of the race, or oftentimes, you know, we say in fleet racing can be won on off the start line. Definitely disadvantaged BC coming up here.
Yeah, I've seen comebacks from worse positions, certainly, but at this level, 2 boats over the line early is definitely going to hurt your chances. So BC's going to have to sail really aggressively, really well here. And Hobart's going to have to make some mistakes.
Yeah, we were talking about BC being rattled. It must also be hard for Hobart getting off that win, thinking they had a chance to win the whole thing, and then getting it stripped from them.
That's right, yeah. And after doing the math, it does seem that this race could have been a championship winner for them if things had gone the other way.
Very, very light in this top third of the first beat.
Okay, well, I think it's probably time to move on down to the big show. Charleston and St. Mary's within 2 minutes left to the start. Charleston in black, St. Mary's in orange. Tied on wins at the top of the standings coming into this race. The winner will be the 2012 ICSA APS Team Race National Champions.
Yeah, and really phenomenal performance by both of these teams. They have been on the top of the leaderboard both days. Still there, clearly.
Really light down at the start. I was really hoping that we weren't going to see this again.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a bit iffy at the moment up top also.
"20 seconds. We see St. Mary's double tacking down at the pin end. Charleston, boat 10. Looking for a boat end start. 5 seconds now. Charleston's going to have one boat behind everybody. Crossing the fleet and starting on port. So we're going to have a bit of an imbalance here. Look at this. St. Mary's got 2 boats coming off the pin end. Charleston's got 2 boats starting at the boat, although one of them is just coming across the line now. So St. Mary's still plenty of time to get back to try to cover, but St. Mary's with the advantage.
Long race ahead of them. Very, very light. Everyone inside boats right now.
Well, I think we can take a
down there.
quick timeout to update you on the bronze medal race between Boston College and Hobart. BC has at least caught the second place boat. They've caught the second place boat. They've gotten their third teammate out of last place, and this is truly an amazing comeback here in the first beat. BC looking to turn into a 2-3-4 here. They're still chasing the high boat. They may not have it. I think Hobart can still come out of this 1-2, but BC certainly with a chance as they come up to Mark 2. The whole fleet reaching into the second mark. Hobart boat 4 able to keep some clear air and marching right over the top. It looks like they'll be able to hold on to a 1-2, but BC, all 3 boats right behind them, and they'll be attacking hard on the downwind leg, trying to swallow them up, go high-low, and turn into a play 2, if they can. Okay, so back to Charleston, St. Mary's, winner take the championship. Charleston, the black boats, St. Mary's, the orange boats, and St. Mary's still in the 1, it looks like. No, they're going to be ducking as they come across the middle. Boat 10 for Charleston. Boat 10, the low boat for Charleston is, it should be Zeke Horowitz, now in the lead. On the near side, boat 12 for Charleston, winning their pair as well. But their teammate is in trouble in the middle. So Charleston, I would say, now has the advantage after recovering from that somewhat shaky start. There's BC 3-4-5 chasing down the 2, coming across the screen. We'll update you when they get down to their bottom mark. I expect that'll be thrilling.
It always is. Slow progress on this first beat.
It is, but look at this. St. Mary's boat 7 now with the advantage on 12 on the near side. St. Mary's boat,
Victor.
boat 8 upwind may have another boat as well. So St. Mary's may be starting to work back in on the next shift.
And so we were talking about the 6 feet tall skippers. Victor, one of the shortest skippers out here, that has got to be an advantage in these conditions.
Yes, Victor Diaz de Leon.
So fast. We
Yep.
see him out the front in these team races all the time.
I think it's advantageous to have, even if your total crew weight is the same as the boat next to you, to have more weight forward, where they have more of an influence on the boat, tacking, rolling, flattening, and stopping the boat, than to have it sitting in the stern, where the skipper is.
And just a lot more options as well. He's always able to ladder up, and others are not able to ladder down beyond a certain weight.
Well, coming into the mark, it's really starting to shape out here. It looks like St. Mary's does have the one pretty solidly. I don't think they're going to lose it at this point. Charleston might be thinking to play back at this point. They have a good shot to go 2-3-4 if they don't have it already. We've got probably one more tack before they are on the ley line to mark 1. And so the shifts really playing such an important part here. Being ready for that next shift, getting leverage to the side. We've seen apparent advantages switch back and forth between St. Mary's and Charleston. But now a 2-3-4 at the top mark for Charleston.
Pretty
looking
solid.
good. Meanwhile, coming upwind to the finish now.
Yep.
We've got the green and yellow boats. This is Boston College versus Hobart.
Yep.
Boston College in green and Hobart in yellow. And it's getting light over here.
Very, very light. I think we're going to be lucky to get these last two in. Got Alex Cook in number 13 for BC. I believe number 15 is William Bailey, and 14 Annie Hager. Chasing Hobart 4 and 5. Can't see who these guys are.
So Hobart still in the lead, but boy, it doesn't seem like a very square leg. We saw this on the last time as well. I think the wind is a bit left, but it may just not be set square to the breeze. So kind of a drag race at this point. You'll see 14 is tacking, but nobody else is thinking about attack yet. And as they move further upwind, we're about to check back in with our gold medal race here. It's still a 1.56 for St. Mary's, but getting very light, and that can be trouble if you're trying to contain boats who are behind you downwind. Charleston spreading out here.
Can you imagine how these guys are feeling? So hot, just holding on.
And so tense, of course,
Yeah.
knowing the stakes.
Oh man, are we on number 4 for Hobart? Jeez.
Yeah, Annie Hager for Boston College, a great tack there in the light breeze, able to pinch off, and Hobart, as we've seen so many times.
The right is not paying off.
The last 50 feet, BC may be mounting its comeback.
Oh my goodness. As you say, it's not over till it's over.
So
and
Hobart crosses with the 1. Oh, we have a boat spinning.
oh, Annie.
Hager spinning as boat 15.
Oh man.
It's not over yet, though. Boat 14, William Bailey, is going to take second, but he's still trying as hard as he can to pin. One more tack to the line.
And number
BC
6
is going to
just-
have 2. I don't think they got 3. I think they got a 4th place finish there. It won't matter if Hobart can finish 5th.
And they
And
do.
they do. So
Wow.
Hobart first but not last in that one. First and not last. And they take the win. They also take 3rd place in the 2012 ICSA APS Team Race National Championship. Congrats to those guys. BC finishing just short in 4th place.
And what do you think? Did you see what that penalty was for?
I didn't. It was voluntary, though, because it was only a single turn. It was not an umpire call. So it must have been, you know, she was a leeward boat, I believe, or clear ahead, so it must have been not giving room
So back down to
keep clear.
to the gold race, as you say, and it's still 2-3-4 for Charleston.
Yeah, and no real shortening of that gap between Charleston and the 5-6. I thought that that leg might offer a little bit of an advantage to the trailing team, but you know, once again, it was more of a reach than a run, and I think it was mostly just a parade. So St. Mary's, the 1 boat now, boat 7 for St. Mary's, trying to at least compress the race. They're probably not thinking about a pass back. Oh, maybe they are. They seem to have given up the 1. Maybe they're going to go play 2 here.
They've got to do something.
I think, yeah, you hear the BC Eagles getting a round of applause from all 12 of their extra sailors. And a congratulations to Hobart William Smith, who just finished 3rd. So yes, St. Mary's kind of desperation mode at this point. They're giving up on their play 4. They're now turning to a possible play 2. And they may be able to do something here with the left, getting leverage to the left. You see 9 and 7 for St. Mary's, tacking and now coming back. It's all going to be execution here. Who's got the better tacks, and of course keeping them clean as well. A red flag for propulsion could certainly change the game up instantly. But meanwhile, look at boat 12 coming around the inside. They get wound right up and then flop over. And Charleston maybe looking at a 1-2 here. They just found a bit of better breeze right on close to shore. Found the better angles. 2 tacks later, and it's a 1-2. But it ain't over. They're in very, very light, variable breeze down there.
Yeah, you know what, Chris? If we were waiting for more races after this, I don't think we would get them, at least not now.
No, the outlook on this course does not look very good at all. I understand why this race is still going. Everyone's still moving forward, but no, I don't think they would start another one at this point. And look at this. Now, Charleston commanding this lead here. They've got 2 pairs for shore. Their 3rd boat is trying to pin, or at least keep the last place boat way in last. Boat 8 now for St. Mary's has fallen way back. Boat 11 for Charleston. Keeping track of them. Meanwhile, boats 10 and 12 for Charleston holding down the 1-2. Very tense, and now that the Hobart and BC teams have moved, it's become deathly quiet out here. All eyes locked on these boats as they're just creeping upwind. They've got to be so careful here. They can gain from each tack, but as we've seen, the umpires don't hesitate to throw a red flag if they see a violation of Rule 42. Kinetics. So we see Charleston, boat 11, with a nice smooth tack. Well, this is certainly not what we had hoped the picture would look like as we come to the final beat of the final race of the championship, but sometimes that's sailing. And now, Zeke Horowitz, Corey DeCalvis tacking over finally after working up the shore, and now you can see exactly how big their lead is. Yeah, Jane, unfortunately, yeah, in past years I've been able to meet the winning team at the dock. Maybe we can try to get them to sail into our dock for a quick stop. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we'll follow up after racing is completed today with a post-race interview if everyone wants to stick around. But it certainly does look like this one is in the bag for Charleston. Tough luck for St. Mary's on this final beat. They found themselves behind and they did not find the breeze to get back into it. Charleston is 2 tacks away from a championship here. 1 tack for boat 10, 1 tack for boat 12. Here they go. Charleston Cougars crossing the line here. They've got the first place, they've got the second place, and the Charleston Cougars are national champions. And here they go, off to the races. If we pull back, you'll see the teammates and supporters swimming out to the race course.
Yeah, our whole dock started shaking as they jumped up and down and ran into the water.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
And St. Mary's cruising across the line, 2nd place.
And what a moment for these Charleston Cougars. You know, a great a history of team racing in this team, but these guys have fallen short. We look back at past results. They were 3rd at Nationals last year. They were 4th at Nationals the year before. They were not dominant this year either. We saw them struggling early. They were always there, but just a terrific showing at Nationals. So strong. And they're enjoying every moment out of it. I'm sure they're ready for a dip in Lake Travis here in Austin. So what a unexpected finish, but exciting nonetheless. Exciting in a tense game of chess that is team racing. College of Charleston on top with 11 wins. St. Mary's 2nd place with 10 wins, winning the tiebreaker with Hobart Williams Smith, who takes 3rd, and Boston College 4th. Places 5th through 14th already awarded yesterday and the day before. And this afternoon it's all about Charleston as we see St. Mary's disappointed here.
Yep.
Things were going so well for them today, but just short.
Nice job, Seahawks.
And getting a round of applause nonetheless from their supporters.
And some swimmers too.
And some swimmers. Just really an excuse to jump in the water.
Maybe.
But the Seahawks have to be proud of their performance. They've been building this team all year.
And they will be all 100% of the team will be back again next year, which is pretty cool.
That's right. Yeah, we get to see these guys again. They get to start as the 2nd place finishers in 2012. They get to kick off the 2012-2013 season.
But heading home today or tomorrow, not back for the co-ed nationals tomorrow. They'll have off to summer vacation to think about it.
That's right. And the umpire team coming in, a job well done. Getting thank yous from the coaching staff at St. Mary's here. Well, why don't we head down to the dock and see if we can grab a word with these Cougars as they come across here.
Well, Jane and I are headed down to the dock as St. Mary's comes past the pavilion. The Cougars taking their time out there. They've got the whole rest of the day, and I'm hesitant to say that they've got tonight to celebrate as well. They've got another regatta to consider, but
Yeah.
Great going. You guys earned it. Well done, guys. That's terrific regatta.
Cougars are picking up their teammates and supporters. Maybe they can pick us up as well.
Oh my God. This almost never happens. That's how you win a team race.
Great job. Congratulations. Great stuff. That's awesome.
I can't swim without a life jacket. Oh, there we go.
Well, coaches, congratulations.
Thanks,
You guys must be ecstatic right now.
Yeah, we're pretty excited, man. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first time the College of Charleston has ever won the team racing. Worked really hard all year. You know, it was some light conditions. We sailed really clean. Only had one yellow flag or one Rule 42 violation yesterday for a little pumping incident at the start. Other than that, they sailed super clean and they were fast enough to get it done. So it was really fun. It's good.
A tough regatta. A lot of sitting around. We had breeze up. We had breeze down. Some of these races today, very, very tight conditions. How does this team stay so patient, so strong throughout this three-day competition?
I think it's our senior leadership, you know, with this guy here, Zeke, and our senior crews, Perry and Alyssa and Sammy Stokes, who will be sailing in the dinghies for us. You know, they've been fighting for this for a long time. I think we've been in the Final Four the last 3 years, so it's nice to finally win it.
You can't take it anymore celebrating. Stay away from me.
And of course, you guys have gone through a bit of a coaching change. You lose Nick Ewenson, you pick up a new sailing director, but you've been through it all. Tell us about sort of the evolution of this Charleston sailing program over the past 4 years.
Well, I mean, a lot of it certainly owed to Coach Nick. He worked really hard with this gang for the last, 4 years before this, I think it was, and he really taught them a lot. So I was stepping in at a nice time to work with the team racing squad, and Zeke was really the leader and taught the team probably more than I did. Greg's been just an excellent addition as well from a speed standpoint and just keeping everyone poised and composed. It's been really good.
Speaking of Zeke
Hey, Chris!
Horowitz,
Good to see you.
I know it's gonna be tough out there with your
I was working
inability
really hard.
to swim.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
great. Never been better.
We were just talking about how close Charleston has been these past few years. You guys are always in the Final Four. We always know that you can do it, and this time you've done it. How does it feel?
Like, I don't know. Feels great. It's perfect. Been waiting for 4 years. It's done. Set.
You guys have had quite a season, not exactly leading the team race rankings. You've had good regattas. You've had some not so good regattas. Tell us about your journey since winter break.
Well, we always knew there was going to be a ton of really good, really even teams this season, so we knew it was all about peaking at the right time, so we trained really hard. We've got the best second team in America sitting back in Charleston watching, and they did this for us. It's all about peaking at the right time. We were able to do it.
And I don't want to kill your high or anything, but you do have another regatta coming.
When?
Does this pump you up, or does this?
One down, one to go. So that's how we look at it.
I guess that's what I expected.
Good.
How do you like sailing here in Austin?
It's the best place I've ever sailed. My entire life, hands down. The best.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, Chris.
Enjoy this. Oh wow. So I guess here we wrap things up. I'm just enjoying watching Charleston celebrate, but Jane, if you want to come on back, we'll swing around, have Charleston in the background here.
One, two, three, Cougars! I'm not sailing nothing. I retire. I'm done.
Well, Jane, it certainly has been an enjoyable final day here at Team Racing.
Very exciting.
Glad you could join us. Glad that all of you could stick around and
Absolutely.
and finish this thing up. The Charleston Cougars, your 2012 champions.
See them tomorrow.
That's right. They'll be back. We will not be back. Gary Jobson's going to take over the mic here for his presentation for ESPNU, airing later this summer. The University of Texas will continue to update you throughout the championship, the co-ed championship, starting tomorrow with the live text and photo updates. Jane, you're headed back to New York?
Absolutely, right away. Yeah, in a rush, but I'll be watching from home. I'll be following on the live text, hopefully some photos and some videos maybe.
Yeah, I think they can still shoot a few videos here and there. Well, it's been a heck of a regatta. It's been a lot of fun covering it, and we're so glad all of you could join us. Thank you to ICSA for having us, the University of Texas for putting us up. Thanks to Jane, our crew behind the camera. We've got Reed up in the booth, Chad, and behind the camera, Kate. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Maclaren, for making this live coverage possible. We hope to see you next year. And Jane and I, of course, will be back in just a few days, a few hours for Chalk Talk, presented by U.S. Sailing.
Yep, looking forward to it.
We'll see you then. Thanks, and take care from Austin, Texas.
My feet are so hot.